Hey, this is Chris and Cameron from H3R Performance. Zane, the warehouse dog, is here with us today as well. And we're going to take you through how to install our SM01BK fire extinguisher seat mount in this 4Runner.
Yeah, this mount, it's a very sturdy, all aluminum, black powder coated mount that gives access to right where you're sitting, so it's very fast.
Yeah, it's a good point. This gives you a stable platform right within reach of the driver's seat, which is where you want your fire extinguisher in an emergency. So let's get started.
Let's do it. We're going to show you how to install the ProLock base onto the seat mount before installing it into the vehicle. Start out by placing the ProLock on the seat mount base. It will only fit a certain hole pattern, so you'll have 2 smaller holes and 2 oblong holes. Line up the holes, put one of the M5 bolts through the holes, not the oblong side, followed by a washer and a nylon lock nut. Next, you'll put the other M5 bolt through the hole, lining up the washer and the nylon lock nut. Those I'll just leave loose. And now you can get started on the easiest part, is putting the threaded backing plate down using the 2 bolts supplied by the seat mount kit. You can thread those into the backing plates, snug those down. Now for the M5 nut tightening, you will need a 5/16 Allen wrench on one side and a hex key on the other. And since they are nylon lock nuts, you do not need Loctite. Once you are done installing the ProLock base, it should look something like this. And now for the final part, you will install the support adjuster into the base, a backing plate. Now this can get a little tricky because you can line up 1 hole or 2 holes. We prefer the 2 holes being threaded in. That will look like that, and you can still adjust it, and you should keep it loose so that you can adjust it inside the vehicle. Now is the time to find out where you want to locate this. It can go on the driver or passenger side, but you need to locate where your mounting position will be with the seat. Today we're going to go with the seat bolts. Those are under covers a lot of the times, and you'll of course have 2 mounting positions. And get the large tabs under, or the small tabs, whatever works for your build. Put the seat bolts back in. The next part after you install these tabs is install the arms. Now, we already have them pretty much set up where they need to go for this installation, but I actually like taking them out and installing them loosely, and then you can kind of move them around wherever you need to. And then the next step is getting the actual mounting piece in between to set up where you're going to need these elevated or pushed down closer to the floor. Now it is time to put in the seat mount base to see how it fits in here. 1 bolt, 1 washer on one side, 1 washer, and nylon lock nut on the other. Now with these loosely installed at the ends, you can snugly tighten the adjuster screws on the seat mount, get those snug, and finish up the install on these bolts. And that is how fast the ProLock is. Good.